Hi, my name is Magdalena Kersting. I am a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Oslo in Norway. In this talk, I'm going to talk briefly about astrophysics virtual reality experiences at the Science Festival and how we can engage different audiences through virtual reality. Let's get started. My talk will broadly follow a threefold structure. I'm starting with the motivation of this study, giving a context and looking at the Science Festival and the virtual reality tour that we offered to festival visitors, and eventually presenting our findings and presenting the conceptual framework that we developed to capture the engagement of Science Festival visitors at the Science Festival. Okay, to start with the motivation, virtual reality presents exciting opportunities to transform science education, science communication, and public outreach efforts more generally. And I think we can agree on the fact that the awareness of the importance of science communication and public engagement with science has increased in recent years, and virtual reality just seems to offer super exciting opportunities to promote these efforts even further by pushing the boundaries of what is possible in the real world. And although more and more people start to use virtual reality experiences when communicating with the public, the potential of virtual reality is still largely unexplored from a research perspective. And this is where I and our team stepped in. And specifically, we know little about the relationship between using virtual reality and public engagement, and how can we use virtual reality to develop and develop interest and just see if we can identify the advantages and disadvantages of using these immersive experiences. Okay, this was the motivation. Let's look at the specific context and how we conducted our study. So broadly, the purpose of our study was to explore public engagement with astronomy through the use of virtual reality. And this is joint work with two of my colleagues, Grady Manuel at the Australian National University and Rolf Steyer at the Oslo Metropolitan University. And the research question that we asked was, how do visitors engage with a virtual reality tour at the Science Festival? And my time today is limited, so I just up there is the reference to our paper, and if you're interested in the topic, just take a look at the paper. It's open access, so you can really read up on all the details. Something that I need to say, or probably should have said a little bit earlier, is that this study was part of OSGRAV, the Australian Research Council Centre of Excellence for Gravitational Wave Discovery. And in this study, we used one specific virtual reality experience developed by the OSGRAV EPO team, and this tour is called Bigger Than Big. And the nice virtual reality backgrounds that you're seeing here during my presentation, these are screenshots from the Bigger Than Big tour. It's not virtual reality right now, but you can still get a feel of how it looks like and what we depict in this tour. And generally, the tour provides different scenes of different astrophysical phenomena and concepts. Here you can see some of the planets in our solar system. And what is really nice with this tour is that visitors, they put on an untethered headset, and then they can move into the scene or lean out of it, so it gives you the full immersive experience. And since this was at the Science Festival, there are heaps of people, a lot is going on, and the OSCRAV team had a couple of knowledgeable and friendly helpers in the form of PhD students and postdocs. So OSCRAV PhD students and postdocs would join the EPO team to deliver these VR experiences and to guide festival visitors through the scenes and explain the scenes from a more scientific point of view. To answer my research question, we collected rich data in the form of visitor surveys, video recordings of the visitors in the virtual reality environment, screen capture of the VR scenes, focus group interviews, so quite a bit of data that we collected. And to make sense of our observations and of this data, we developed a framework for engagement with VR that can guide future outreach and communication efforts. And in the remainder of this talk, I'm going to look at this framework and present some of our findings. So first of all, our framework captures 4 aspects of visitor engagement. And when we started to think about engagement, it was really the problem or the challenge that engagement is a broad term. Like, what does engagement mean, and is engagement always good? So we wanted to specify this, and we chose 4 aspects of visitor engagement, which is immersion, facilitation, collaboration, and visualization. And immersion probably goes without saying, in the VR setting, characterizes the extent to which we feel a sense of presence and really feel we are located in the virtual scene. Facilitation includes interactions between the festival staff with the PhD students and postdocs that were tour guides and the festival visitors who were keen to experience the VR experience. We also recognize opportunities for collaboration and social interaction between the festival participants or festival visitors within and across the virtual experience, and I'm going to say a little bit more about that in a bit. And then we have the aspect of visualizations, because obviously virtual reality allows you to visualize abstract or challenging scientific and astrophysical concepts. Okay, our first finding. First of all, the immersive nature of virtual reality kept visitors engaged. It provided fun and enjoyable experiences and promoted knowledge of astronomical concepts by making these abstract concepts experienceable. However, a small number of visitors found the immersive nature of the VR environment uncomfortable. So when you use VR experience, it's really important to acknowledge that the VR experience is not going to be the same for all visitors. The second finding, which I find really interesting, is that VR technology served as a bridge to connect the science experts to the audiences and to connect the scientific ideas to the experience of the festival visitors. So VR was really what brought everyone together. It brought the ideas together and the people, and it really helped people connect with science and with the science professionals that were there as tour guides. And this actually appeared to make an essential contribution to the engagement of the visitors. The third finding is that we observed many types of collaboration between the festival visitors. So being in a VR environment doesn't necessarily mean you're isolated from everyone else, but you can actually facilitate collaborative experiences, which just adds to the experience. And I think this is just important to keep in the back of your minds, that although many view VR as an individual technology, it really can lead to richer and more social activities too. And the fourth finding is that VR just served as a hook to engage visitors. They loved the visualizations and were keen to see and explore more. And yeah, these visual experiences just enhanced the engagement. And I think I'm running out of time, so just to quickly summarize it, how can you engage the public with astrophysics? Use cool science, be you, try to facilitate authentic interactions between visitors and scientists, and try to facilitate social activities. If you want to learn more, check out the OSCRAB activities, or take a look at my homepage, or just get in touch with me. I look forward to hearing from you.